A very warm welcome to everyone. I'm in pinkest of my health and hope the same for you all. In the previous class, we have discussed about what is community work, its probable definitions, and the conceptual framework. We have seen that community work is actually a process of bringing about and maintaining adjustments between social needs and resources in a particular geographical area. Today, I'm going to cover certain topics related to community work, and they are what are the fundamental assumptions? Second is the principles of community work, and third one is objectives of the community work. Later topics would be covered in the next class. Now, let's see that what are the basic and the certain fundamental assumptions or the values over which community work is based. The very first one is communities of people can develop the capacity to deal with their own problems. Second is people want change and they can change. Third one is people should participate in making, adjusting, or controlling major changes taking place in their communities. Fourth is changes in the community should be self imposed or self developed. Fifth one is a holistic approach can deal successfully with problems. Sixth one says cooperative participation of people is important. Seventh one, last but not the least, communities of people need help in organizing to deal with their needs. So these are the simple fundamental assumptions or the values which are being focused while community work is taken into practice. Now, the next one says that what are the principles of community work? See, the assumptions or the principles of community work, they are more or less same. But to be very prompt, we can always have difference in them. Now, this slide gives us the principles of community work. The very first is community organization for social welfare as a process is actually a part of generic social work. Second one is community organizations are concerned with people and their needs. Its objective is to enrich human lives by bringing about and maintaining a progressively more effective adjustment between social welfare resources and the needs. Third one is the community is the primary client in community organization. It may be a neighborhood, a city, a state, or a nation. Fourth is it is an axiom in community organization that the community is to be understood and accepted as it is and where it is. Fifth is all of the people of the community are concerned in its health and the welfare services. Sixth says interdependence of all threads in social welfare fabric of organization is the fundamental truth. Seventh, again last but not the least, the fact of ever changing human needs and the reality of relationships between and among people and groups are the dynamics in community organization process. We all know that social work has always been concerned with social action, which is related to the ultimate objectives of casework, group work, and community welfare organizations. So, community work is essentially concerned with influencing the course of social change through a process of analyzing the social situations and then forming relationships with different groups to bring about some desirable changes. So, keeping this aspect in mind, community work has three main objectives. The very first is the democratic process of involving people in thinking, deciding, planning, and playing an active part in the development and operation of services that affect their daily lives. The second relates to the values for personal fulfillment of belonging to the community. The third is concerned with the need in community planning to think of actual people in relation to other people and meet their needs as persons instead of on a series of separate needs or problems. This means working under constant tension between people needs and the scarce available resources to meet them, and even between the conflicting demands of different groups and ideas about the kind of change that is desirable. So, here, community organizers are actually concerned with advancing the interest of disadvantaged groups, improving social conditions, delivering of needed services, redistribution of power and influence, enhancement of coping mechanism of target populations, and strengthening community participation and integration. In this slide, I have tried to put the objectives of community work in simple words. That is, to make people aware about community's identity, to satisfy the needs of the community, to use socialization as a tool for development, to coordinate for enhancing cooperation between community people, and to control the conflicts, to protect community from antisocial activities and influences, and to develop coordination between other developing agencies. Besides, to develop leadership, to work out different ways of keeping community united. Thus, the central theme in community work is the improvement or change in one or many areas in the life of targeted population in a community, largely through the efforts of people and indigenous resources. So, this is for the today's class. The rest topics would be covered in the upcoming class. By the time, do take care of yourself and of the nature around. Thank you.